Zoomie headers, they take a beating on these cars, especially on a Pro Extreme car or a really fast Pro Modified car. There's the support for them is up at the head, and obviously you have lots of issues. You have heat, you have vibration, you have detonation in the engine if it's got some tune-up issues, you have force of the exhaust gas coming out, you have tire shake, you have bumps in the track, you have all these things that are all contributing to breakage and destruction up here at the flange on the head. So we've tried lots of different things over the years, and this system seems to be working really well. And it's just a simple little support kit that we build that you can attach to existing headers. Now, these headers are coated here because it's on our display, but anymore the standard is a stainless header. And what we're going to include in the kit is some sleeves. So you're gonna get a set of sleeves, look similar to this. The end product is going to look like this, but we've got a kit made to do a variety of configurations, so it'll work on different chassis models and designs. So this particular part here is going to come to you looking like this. So you're going to have to do a little fabrication here, because obviously we don't know what spacing this is on your car. We don't know what tube angle you have, so it'd really be hard to build this here in the shop because it wouldn't fit. It's kind of have to do a little bit of work to it. So you're going to get 8 of these half pieces of tube, which are going to end up going around the tube like this. Okay, so we're gonna support out these 2 center tubes, and then we're going to fit this around here like this. We're going to clamp that. We're going to weld that here, and we're going to weld it around here. We're going to double this tube up, but just down in this area where this clamp is going to be. So there's going to be a doubled up area here and here, and then we're going to take this and make a little pattern and cut that and fit that over those doubled areas and weld that here, and then shape the top and then put a 5/16 hole in it. Now you're going to get some long pieces of tube. I think you're going to get two 18-inch pieces of tubing. You're going to get tube adapters, and you're going to get rod ends, and you're going to get all the hardware. This particular, the way this is mounted is kind of common for how we mount this support in the shop. We're going to take this tube and we're going to bore a hole in it, and you're going to get 2 extra of these tube adapters that are going to fit in this tube, and then you can weld around that, and then that's going to give you the threads to attach this 5/16 bolt to. So you're going to have a threaded tube adapter that fits in this tube sideways here through a hole bored into the tube, welded around, bolted on. And then these are left and right rod ends, so you can actually put a little load on that support. And this is going to add a lot of longevity to the life of the header, especially for cracking and damage up at the top there. So this is obviously our display chassis. This piece is just setting on here, but so this is going to be fully welded around here, top and bottom, inside and out, and this piece is going to be welded on. 5/16 hole in here, so you're going to get a bolt and nut, jam nuts, all that stuff. So I'm going to go around to the other side and show you what else comes with this kit, because it comes with another option. So if you don't have the room, or if this tube is not in the right place, or if, you know, depending on what configuration you have, maybe you don't have this tube in the car, we're going to include 4 tabs, which this one is, these are going to weld on up here to this upper frame rail. We've got this just held on with this little saddle here, just because we didn't want to weld on our display chassis. But we've got these tabs here will actually weld, and then it's going to like clev. It's going to be double shear. So instead of going down here, we're going to go all the way up here to this strut tube and weld 2 tabs on, and then through bolt this rod in same way. The bottom portion is exactly the same, but we're going to have a longer tube here, just because we want to have some variety available in the kit for different configurations on the chassis. So this might be a different layout. You may not have this tube. This might be in a different place. So this is going to give you a ton of different options. And there is another option too. If you don't have this tube or this tube, some chassis have an independent mount up here. You can also go back to the lower frame rail here. Now the support's not as good, but it would look all the same. This would mount in the same position. the tabs would go here, and this strut rod would come out to this plate in exactly the same way, and it would help triangulate the area between the head and the lower frame rail to offer some support. This is much stronger, but if you don't have anything up here to attach to, then you don't have a lot of options, so you would have to go back down here to the lower frame rail. So there's a lot of ways that this kit can be used to accommodate different chassis configurations.